Welcome to MRU E-Learning powered by Malla Reddy University. Myself, Dr. M. Ashwini, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Entomology, School of Agricultural Sciences, Malla Reddy University. Today, we will explore the topic, the contributory factors for the abundance of insects. We all know that in our day-to-day life, we'll see insects everywhere. On the plants, in the water, in the air, everywhere. They are omnipresent. But what are the reasons for their successful life? Today, we'll explore one by one. So if we see the factors responsible for the abundance of insects, we have structural characters, developmental characters, and protective adaptations. So these are the various factors responsible for the abundance of insects. So we'll see one by one. So structural perfections, exoskeleton, small size, quicker speciation, functional wings, hexapod locomotion, compound eyes, scattered sense organs, decentralized nervous system, direct respiration, and enteronephric excretion. So we'll see one after the other. Exoskeleton. As we know, our body, human body, is covered by the skin. In the same way, the insect body is also covered by the body wall, or also called as exoskeleton, which is made up of a protein called as chitin. So these chitin will provide rigidity, flexibility to the insect. It will protect from the external environment, and it will prevent the water loss, and also it gives strength to the insect. So next factor, which is the quicker speciation. Insects, because of their small size and shorter lifespan, they can complete many number of generations within a given period of time. So this helps to form many number of species in a given genus. So this quicker speciation will also helpful to adapt many number of changes in the environment. Next character is the functional wings. Insects, they have two pairs of functional wings on the mesothorax and metathorax. So these functional wings will be helpful in their capacity for flight, and they will help in locating the areas for food, shelter, and mating, and also oviposition. And the next character is hexapod locomotion. Insects, they have three pairs of legs or 6 legs. So even a single pair of leg is lost, but still they will be able to manage to walk because they follow the hexapod locomotion. Hexapod locomotion is nothing but they will be using 3 pairs of legs at a time while walking, and this provides stability during their walking. Another important character is a compound eyes. Insects, they have 2 compound eyes which are made up of individual units called as ommatidia. So these ommatidia, they will be acting like a cornea of the eye. So even a single ommatidia is lost, still the insects manage to see. Next is direct respiration. So insects, as humans, we have the trachea. Even the insects, they have elastic air tubes which are called as trachea, and they open outside through the spiracles. So these spiracles will allow the free flow of oxygen into the insect body. So another important character is the enteronephric excretion. So in this mechanism, the insects, they will be having the structures called as Malpighian tubules. So these Malpighian tubules are present between the midgut and also hindgut of the insect. So these Malpighian tubules are involved in the absorption of unwanted metabolites and also helpful in the water conservation. So we have seen the structural characters. So now we will go through the developmental characters. Insects, they have the high fecundity. Fecundity is nothing but the egg-laying capacity of a female. So the insects, they are having high fecundity. For example, termites, even a single female can produce up to 2000 eggs in a single day. Another important character is the method of reproduction. Insects, they can reproduce both asexually and sexually. So in asexual reproduction, the parthenogenetic reproduction plays a major role. Without mating also, the insects can reproduce and they can give birth to many number of insects. Next is a controlled reproduction. Though insects are having asexual reproduction coupled with the high fecundity, but still they have the control over their reproduction. Like in some cases like honeybees and also termites, they have the ability only the single female will be laying the eggs based on the requirement. So next is the short life cycle. The insects will be having the short lifespan, maybe within 2 or 3 weeks. So within this short period of time, they will be able to complete many number of generations. Next is the food specificity. Though the insects, they eat many number of plants, within the same insect, the individuals will be having different food preference. Like for example, in case of caterpillars, the caterpillar will be feeding on the plants, while the adult insect, which is the butterfly, it will be feeding on the floral nectar. So this reduces the competition within the same insect and increases the chances of survival. Next is the zenith of evolution. The insects have attained highest degree of evolution. Suppose for example, in case of honeybees, we have different castes like queen, drone and worker, and they have division of labor according to their age. So next is the protective adaptations. Insects, in order to overcome the adverse environmental conditions, they have developed some protective adaptations and constructions. For example, coming to the morphological adaptations, in case of stick insects and leaf insects, their body and also the form, they resemble the part of the plant which will be helpful to escape from the predators. So next is the physiological adaptations. The insects, they will be producing some offensive smells in order to ward off their natural enemies. For example, in case of the caterpillars of papilionid, they will be ejecting the osmetorrhea, a structure called present in the prothorax, which will be producing the offensive smell to ward off their predators. Disturb beetle. So it has a mechanism of producing a chemical called as cantharidin, which will cause the blisters on the human hands. Next, coming to the behavioral adaptations. Insects, they have a defensive strategy which is called as thanatosis. So they will be pulling back their legs and dropping down to the ground, so in order to escape from the predators, and they will act as if they are dead. Next, construction of protective structures. Insects, they collect the different materials from plants, sticks, and they will construct protective structures around themselves, so which will be helpful to overcome the adverse environmental condition and also protect from the natural enemies. So these are the various contributory factors responsible for the abundance of insects.